So there's a bunch of reasons you can get into calisthenics, you know, just looking good, making muscle mass, doing all these cool skills, but one of the ones that people don't really talk about is training flexibility. Theoretically, if it's just your body weight, you could work out anywhere, right? But is that really practical? Like if you're on vacation or something, do you have the time? Do you have a place to do it? You need some space, right? So to put that to the test, we're gonna see if we can travel and train at the same time on my trip from Canada to Italy for 2.5 weeks. We'll see, is it practical? Can I get my workouts in? Is it just for fun? Can I do it only at parks? Can I do it wherever? Can I do it right here? I don't know, we'll find out. So make sure to hit that like button and subscribe so that you can see a little bit more of this in the future. So the trip has officially started. I have a long layover. I'm not straight in Italy right away. I don't know if you can tell. I guess we can have these kinds of places in Italy. But I'm in Munich. I have 2 hours in the city. It was a 11-hour layover, but I crashed somewhere in the airport. Found a pretzel and some coffee. And I'm running on like 2-3 hours of sleep maybe. But we're gonna explore, you know, make the most of it. And then I'll be on my way to Italy. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make sense. So, pouring rain. Actually, some parts of Italy are flooded, which is great timing for being here. But hey, the whole point is that we can do this anywhere. So, put it to the test. I mean, what do we have, like 3 square meters? That's all you really need, I guess. 3 square meters and some parallettes. You don't stand up too soon. Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a different path from everyone and that includes you. Who are you to tell me how to live life? In these times it feels like nobody's right. Yeah, so I'ma figure. So I'm finally out of the rain. And we made it to Milan. So this is the fashion street. Gotta find some good spots for some handstands too, you know? I feel a little self-conscious doing it in super public like this, but oh my God. Check it out. Crazy. Milan is when things really got started. Cue the montage. Okay, so this city was it was amazing. Huge city, everybody is crazy fashionable, and the Calisthenics Park was a huge help for getting some reps in and filming some shorts content. Next up is going to be Bologna, which, you know, I wasn't too excited for, mainly because I didn't really know anything about it, but I was about to get my expectations just blown out of the water. So, quick side note, if you're traveling on a budget, just go buy some local groceries, put them in a sandwich, and eat them outside. This is like prosciutto, cheese, a little bit of spinach, and just a big baguette, and it cost me like €5. Plus, I'm covering all the macros I need for the day. And I'm sitting in a park with a great view of this fountain I didn't get a chance to show you. But I mean, how can you beat that? It's the best. Anyways, Bologna was mind-blowing. I didn't know anything about the city, and I was confronted with kilometer upon kilometer of porticos, you know, those things covering the sidewalks that Bologna is famous for. We stayed in this amazing piazza for hours, filming content, listening to music, exploring the rich and lively city center. But one thing I really appreciated about Europe that, I mean, at least in Toronto, is severely lacking is this idea of a third space. This concept refers to a public location, you know, visited by residents of the city that isn't home or work. Like in North America, we're accustomed to that routine. You go home, you go work, you go to the services you use, but you never really stray from those two main spaces for needs other than like exercise, food, or entertainment. But if I lived in Bologna, I could see myself, just as many locals do, visiting the piazza and the city center regularly, to sit and relax, to eat my lunch. It's a place to look forward to being, read, write, meditate, whatever. It's one of those aspects of European culture that makes traveling to this continent so worth it. So we're about halfway through the trip, give or take, in Rimini right now. I'm just gonna walk to the beach. And I thought I'd give my thoughts on how working out, goes on vacation. I think so far, one thing that I can say is that there have always been calisthenics parks, and when you have parallettes like I did, you can work out. There's nothing stopping you. What is more, I think, nuanced is whether or not you have the energy to work out when you're on vacation. For me, what's kind of been happening is there's a lot of sightseeing. So I'm walking a lot. I've done like 24 kilometers of walking in Bologna and 20 kilometers in Milan. And, so that saps a lot of your energy. But also because I'm here on a budget, I'm not eating really as much as I do at home when I'm training more consistently. So that makes it a little harder. Also, I'm always working out outside. So the sun and, being a little dehydrated can affect you. And so it's maybe not reasonable to expect to be growing and progressing when you're working out on vacation. What is more reasonable is probably maintaining. And that you can definitely do.
Which has determined your fate. I've never seen so clear. I feel the end and it's near. The day of reckoning's here. The sound of deafening fear. You won't die if you try. You just might get a little bit of trouble. K-N-I-F-E right in your side. You will never see me coming. You won't die if you try.
So I just want to say, when you're in these big cities, sometimes, at least for me personally, it can get so exhausting, like running from one attraction to the next, one tourist spot to the next. And I took today and I said, you know what? I'm just going to listen to some music, take things at my own pace. I'm in Florence, so I'm going to see, some of the big spots. And unfortunately, our gallery where David is set up is closed on like the one day I'm here. I'm so much happier. I really enjoy just, taking things the way that I want to and not trying to force some sort of experience. This city, while a bit overrated in my opinion, had some really, really beautiful moments. And then there was this moment. Oh my god. Siena it ruled, man. So this city, it's at the top of a huge hill. We took like 7 escalators up there from the train station, and pretty much everywhere you have this view of the rolling Tuscan hills, the beautiful Sienese landscape, and actually it had the best grocery stores so far on the trip, so that was good. That was very important to me. Anyways, we ended up at the top of a fortress that is just public, and they have these great, parallel bars and little calisthenics parks. So yeah, I did my stuff here. But really, what a hidden gem. I loved it here. Yeah, best calisthenics park on the trip. I mean, until this happened. So we finally caved and said, okay, fine, let's go to a museum. And we did, and we saw some, some beautiful sort of Renaissance art. And later on, I think we might have been indoctrinated into a cult. Yeah, I know I'm joking around, but Siena is probably my favorite. Just luck. I am addicted to Italian Fanta. I don't know why. It's so much better. But check this out. Cat never runs away. So crispy. And here we are. Okay, where do I handstand? It's the real question.
Do something that could make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing.
At this point in the trip, it was admittedly sore after that handstand, and I had my work cut out for me walking in this just gargantuan city. So I really didn't do too much training after that point.
Wake up every morning, make a good impression on your boss. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. And when you're making money, make sure you don't spend
I am a fan.
Fuck that, I'll do what I wanna do. I got a
Very
different
much
path
so.
from everyone, and that includes you. Who were you to tell me how to live life? In these times, it feels like nobody's right, yeah. So I'ma figure out what else we succeed, and then invest all of my time into that and proceed. I need whatever the hell could make me happy, and I don't think you have a clue what could that be. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing. They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that can make sense. They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous, but I don't give a fuck, I'ma keep chasing.
Oh, and then we have
This life could be
a view
special
of
if
Rome.
I get rid of the devils. They think that I am a rebel. I think they want me to settle. There's nobody on my level. They think that work is too stressful. I think that work is essential. The grind is all in your mental, and I don't think you understand what I'll go through just to be in control of my life soon. All the negativity, man, I'm immune. I don't really need a mask with all.
On the way to our last destination, my friend managed to book an overnight train, which gets onto a boat and then takes us to Sicily, which was very cool. I honestly had a great experience. Felt kind of like I was in Harry Potter, except for the part where our bunkmates sort of broke the light. But, we made it work, and eventually we woke up in Sicily and found our way to the last city on the agenda and really nearing the end of the trip.
They hate when I keep dreaming I'll be famous.
Well, this is my last full day on vacation, and it's raining. So I guess there's some poetry to that. We started the trip with some rain. We're gonna end the trip with some rain. And I suppose that means no real training, just maybe getting some nice food, exploring a bit of the city, and saying goodbye.
Yeah, so this rain on the last day, it just sapped my energy. And I think, all that stress and anxiety that comes with traveling sort of finally caught up to me. And so my last day, I chilled, saw a nice cat, just went for a little bit of a walk, and then I spent some time thinking about, what are some of the highlights, and what are some of the things I do differently on this trip. And, just to start with some highlights, I love me some old stuff. I mean, you don't have that in North America. You don't have 1,000-year-old architecture, monuments, museums, churches. They were all wonders to me. spent hours sitting, in beautiful spots, just watching Italians in their natural habitat, writing in my journal. There's just something about knowing that someone with a human experience, like as real as your own, spent their life carving, sculpting, painting, or building these magnificent art pieces that carry their legacy forward through history. The next big highlight was definitely the food. Although my bank account scolded me every time I ordered another Fanta, having unbelievable Italian pasta, pizza, carbonara, an espresso and a croissant in the morning, and €5 prosciutto, cheese, and spinach sandwiches from the local grocery store. It was ecstasy, man. I loved it. And keeping on budget definitely helped with the summer dieting, Looking back, if I had to do something differently, I would definitely stay more than 2 nights in each city, even if that means I have to see less of them. Because when you get there one day, you're tired, you don't do much, and you have one full day, and then you leave the next, it's hard to budget your energy, really, to do everything and enjoy everything.
Okay, just got to the Vienna Hotel. Nice room number. I can finally sleep. Oh my god. Not bad. Not bad. Oh, just taking my backpack off. Okay, so I'm in the airport on the way home. 4 hours of sleep, which is not ideal, but I've got a 10-hour flight, so at the end of the day, maybe it helps me fall asleep a little quicker. I do kind of have a superpower. I can kind of sleep on planes, I know, it's crazy. But, I don't know, all in all, it was an amazing trip, but I am so ready to go home. Yeah, I miss the routine, I miss being able to, work out consistently, eat enough, although it has been helping, the summer shreds a little bit. Yeah, at the end of the day, best kind of vacation is the one that you're happy to go, happy to be there, happy to come back. So, with that, I hope you guys take care and subscribe. I'll see you later.